strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails here with their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was the night on the marge of Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee...
That's me.
...was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms glowed. Why he left his home in the South to roam round the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, and he'd often say in his homely way,
"I'd sooner live in hell."
On a Christmas day, we were wishing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold, through the parka's fold, it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we closed, the lashes froze till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper, was Sam McGee.
That's me.
And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, the dogs were fed and the stars overhead were dancing heel and toe, he turned to me and,
"Cap,"
says he,
"I'll cash in this trip. And I guess if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request."
Well, he sounded so low I couldn't say no. Then he said with a sort of a moan,
"It's the cursed cold, and it's got right hold till I'm chilled clean through to the bone. Yet 'tain't being dead, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear that foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains."
Now a pal's last need is a thing to eat, and I swore I would not fail. We started on at the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on the sleigh and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And before nightfall, a corpse was all that remained of Sam McGee.
It's a big one, listen! It's a big one, I'm coming home!
There wasn't a breath in that land of death. There wasn't a breath in that land of death. You know, they say in the acting business, you never want to share the stage. A baby, a drunk, or a naked lady. Because they're going to upstage you every single time. But they never told me about managers. Hope he doesn't fall off. There wasn't a breath in that land of death. And I hurried Harvard driven with a corpse half hid that I couldn't rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say,
"You may tax your brawn and brains, but you promised true, and it's up to you to cremate these last remains."
Now a promise made is a debt unpaid. The trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, in my heart how I curse that load. In the long, long nights by the lone firelight, while the huskies round in a ring howled out their woes to the homeless snows. Oh God, how I loathe this thing. And on I went, though the dogs were spent. The grub was getting low. The trail was bad, and I felt half mad, but I swore I would not give in. And I'd often sing to the hateful thing, and it hearkened with a grin. Till I came to the barge of Lake LaBarge, and the derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a trice was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought of it. Then I looked at my frozen chum. Then here, said I with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. Oh, the flames just soared, the furnace roared, such a blaze you seldom see. And I burned a hole in the glowing coals, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I made a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. The huskies howled, the heavens scowled, the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but a hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why. And the greasy smoke and an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and they danced about. Ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peek inside. I guess he's cooked. It's time I looked, and the door I opened wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace roar. And he said,
"Please close the door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let the cold and storm in since I left Plumtree down in Tennessee. It's the first that I've been warm."
There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that'll make your blood run cold. But the queerest sight, the northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was the night on the marge of Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee.
Okay. Bob, Sam McGee, take your bows.